you've been a strength coach or trained around high level or decent level athletes for a while, you no doubt have seen the type of athlete I'm about to talk to you about. These guys, the guys who come into the gym and they look lazy. Like they are chill, they just want to joke around, they walk around the gym and talk with everybody, just want to have fun, and they look like they're not really into training. And then they start to train, and it's like they're half-assing it, and you start to think to yourself, well, if that guy only trained hard, how much of a beast he would be. Then all of a sudden during the workout, at some point, let's say there's a guy challenging them, then boom, they become machine. And these guys, those who appear to be lazy in training, once you put them on the field, and it's a game, it's competing, they are animals. How could someone look so lazy in training and perform like a beast, giving everything they've got on every single play? Well, it has to do with their neurological dominance. These guys, those who are seemingly underperformers in the gym and overperformer in competition, have a very high dopamine sensitivity and a very high serotonin level. The fact that they have a very high serotonin level makes them calm, relaxed, no pressure, chill dude. And the good thing with that, as I explained in the previous capsule, when these guys have a higher level of serotonin, they can very easily bring their brain back to the optimal level if they get overexcited with adrenaline when competing. So when they are competing, playing a game, doing a 100-meter competition, they can stay in that optimal performance zone because the serotonin can bring them back if they get overexcited with adrenaline and dopamine. Now these guys, put them in a non-competitive setting. They will look lazy because as long as they are not activating, as long as they are not exciting their nervous system, well, they stay here. And then when dopamine starts to get released, they get excited. They finally get to that optimum level. But as long as there's no competitiveness, there's no competition, there's no stress, they stay at the bottom of a curve because they have so much serotonin that they are in calm down mode. It's very much harder for them to get amped up. Now, when you have someone like that, you know he's going to be a gamer. So as a coach, and I remember I was a football coach for 9 years, and when we had players like that, it frustrated the hell out of me because I would have to kick their ass in training because they would seem always lazy. But they were always the best players. So it's kind of hard to discipline them because they will come through during a game. But now I understand why they're like that. And amping them up when it's not the time in training might do more harm than good for them. Because it might deplete the dopamine they need to perform or desensitize their receptors, which is so sensitive. And that sensitivity makes them great competitor, very confident people. Now that capacity of almost looking lazy also means that when they are at rest, they are recovering very easily. So it's actually indicating that they can recover very fast from a training session. They can perform well under pressure, and they can very easily go from high to low. So they can adjust their behavior very easily to what they need. So when you have a guy like that, yes, you need to amp them up. But instead of come on, stop being so fucking lazy and just go lift. Well, what they need, understand it's not psychological, it's not mental, it's neurological. What they need to be in the zone is to amp up, excite their nervous system. And they don't get that during a regular training. So what you do is you use activation drills. Either jumps, throws, prowler sprints, or isometrics. Things that have a high force or high speed production will speed up their neurons, exciting their brain, and it will unlazy them. It will make them more competitive and more driven, not because you are screaming at them, because you are increasing their brain activity, excitation, by doing exercises. So these guys will need excitation jumps, throws, sprint, anything that can be done with violence at the beginning of the workout to put them in the zone. If you just tell them, well, just go stretch and do some foam rolling, that actually will make it harder for them to perform, because stretching and foam rolling will actually inhibit the nervous system instead of amping it up. They are already down here. Don't use methods like stretching and mobility that will bring them down here. Use jumps, throws, and stuff like that that will bring them here if you want them to be able to train hard. So it's more about giving the brain what they need instead of just going on their case and calling them lazy. They're not lazy. Their brain is just not activated yet.